Disney characters and fictional realms. She grew up hopping to every adventure and falling in love with every story. Before, it was writing her first ABCs. Now, it would be writing her next phenomenal hit. At 28, Therese Marie Villarante seems to know exactly what she wants in life. Like her favorite dazzling Disney princesses, Therese is a multifaceted muse herself. A poet, thespian, teacher, a singer, and inspiration.
Therese, you are a multifaceted person. You are a package of a wealth of talents. You sing, you write, you're into poetry, you're into singing, you're into acting, you're into a lot of things. Just want to know which came first, the storytelling, the music, one.
I remember it really all started with storytelling. My mother reading me bedtime stories, and ever since I was a child, kay ganahan na jud kaayo ko og fiction. I would cry when it came to Bambi, mga stories nga ingon ana. So it started with this fascination for storytelling, and then it just evolved into other forms of storytelling. So sa writing, and then sa acting, songwriting, singing. I started writing poems, bata pa jud ko, mga grade 3. Pero I started doing it nga kanang seriously na jud, college na. So I didn't understand magod sa una. When it came to poetry, I thought nga it was about kanang flowers, the environment, because that were the subject of poems when I was in grade school. Pero nagkadugay kay pagka-college, ara na jud ko nga hilig na jud kayo mo suwat og poetry.
You write free verse? Or?
Free verse. I'm inspired by sila Sarah K, Phil K, Andre Gibson, mga spoken word poets. And of course, diri sa Pilipinas, you have Marjorie Vasco, Edith Tiempo.
Therese started her passion for storytelling long before she could remember. Her childhood was filled with memories of her mother reading her bedtime stories.
I think writing helps me think better and feel better. If I'm confused about something, or if there's something nga I really want to figure out, I use creative writing to do that. And at the same time, I also think when it comes to fiction, just by learning about fictional characters, it also helps you discover yourself better.
For Therese, creative writing is not always a breeze. It is a relentless mix of the right emotion and words, a constant challenge to come up with a fresh perspective.
If you're an artist, if you're a writer, if you're a painter, a singer, or a songwriter, you're either your emotions are very extreme so that you can be effective in what you do. Either you're very sad or you're very happy. Do you agree with that?
I agree nga there are a lot of feelings involved, but to be an effective writer, there has to be more than feelings. Kay it's also very technical. So yes, I agree nga feelings, a lot of feelings are involved, but at the same time, it doesn't mean nga kung maghilak ko magsulat og balak kay nindot na kaayong akong gisuat. Kay a lot of things go into play, like choosing specific words jud, and also making sure that the perspective is new and different.
If you ever wonder how she became the total package that she is now, it is coupled with a lot of practice and dedication.
What about music? How did it start?
So I decided to audition for theater, and I managed to get into sa CTC nga Les Miserables. I was able to play Eponine, and after Les Miserables, I got into You've Been Facebook the musical. And I think one of the most integral parts of doing theater was that I got to meet very talented and passionate people. And one of them was Jude Gitamundok. And Jude Gitamundok is really a person who helps out young artists, young songwriters. And he took me under his wing. He taught me how to write songs. We had our first collaboration, Song on the Broken String. It got into Philpop, which is a national songwriting competition. And ever since then, we just started writing songs together. So, naami daghang sinuwat Girl with a Broken String. It's on YouTube. And then after that, we started writing mga Bisaya nga kanta. And I think when it came to the Bisaya songwriting, ara ni open og maayo ang doors for me because there's really a huge difference when you write in your own language. Kay lahi ra ang imuhang expression kung makasuwat ka sa imong kaugalingon nga language.
There is something strangely beautiful about expressing her music in her own dialect. Her words become more powerful, more relatable. They intoxicate the soul.
Your book Love is a phenomenal hit.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, with Kurt.
Yes, yes, sir. Si Kurt's the one who sang it. Kurt is a member of Fat Boys. Fat Boys production, it really just started with us wanting to create music videos sa Bisaya. Because since Vispop, daghan na mga nindot kaayo nga mga mainstream nga Bisaya nga kanta.
Si tatay nang utana mabdosadaw po. Si nanay nang ukay sinina nga bago. Dili masud akong naong sa selfie. Pasensyahin na lang kay ako.
There's one song, we saw the video on YouTube, which you're there singing it. Something like, itong unang adlaw nga wala ka or something.
Unang adlaw nga wala ka, I wrote it for Paula San Diego. My co-writer for that is Henrik Pestaño. So, it's really just about waking, the first day of not having the person you love in the house. So, unang adlaw nga wala ka.
I thought it was just based on a personal experience.
Yes, it's also based on that. It was first of all based with Paula. She lost her dad, and she was talking about really the difficulty wasn't the burying, but it was waking up the next day and not finding him at the house, doing normal things he used to do. And I also remembered my grandmother, si Lola Goyang, and how much I didn't know how to love her then when she was around, and how now I could have loved her better. So I wrote it for Paula's dad, and I also wrote it for Lola Goyang.
Kung mabalik pa ang panahon, di na nako ni paabdon sa unang adlaw nga wala nakapirmi lang ko mingawon nang buhon na lang nga ugmauyog lang.
Inspiration to most of her songs are her own personal experiences and friends dear to her. With Jude Gitabundok, her mentor, she was able to make her own songs that eventually awed Cebuanos.
Katong bata pa ko kay, pati tingog. I had a terrible voice. Bati adik ko kay baw maminaw og notes. But then I just really loved Disney. So I would keep singing it, and there were voice lessons available sa high school sa CNU. So I decided to have that every Friday. And then kato lang, practice until I got better. A little better every time.
As her love for the theater grew, so is her love for acting and for exploring her best potentials in the film industry.
You're into short film also.
Yes, sir.
In fact, I saw one of your films, the Experimental Forest.
Yes.
So, how did this? What triggered you to join the short film
I think
project?
because of theater, my love for acting also grew. And at one point, Chloe Veloso asked me to do Sa ganito yung title sa iyang short film sa Sinulog Film Festival.
The one that you were playing the role of him.
Yes, yes. Ang sa ganito yung title ato.
I saw that.
Pahiyom. Pahiyom alang kay Evelyn. So that was the first short film that I've ever been in. And then si Angelica Gamolo also asked me for Experimental Forest. And ever since then, I've always wanted sad to join mga short film.
Therese is an instructor in Cebu Normal University, a job she didn't imagine having but ended up loving. Therese has become an inspiration to all her students to pursue their dreams.
I started teaching right after I graduated, so it's almost 7 years na that I've been in Cebu Normal University, and I teach literature there. And I think what it taught me about teaching is really about giving. Kay it's not just enough nga you feel passionate, you do what you love to do, but because you're so passionate about something, you want other people to know why you're passionate about it. And basically, it was never part of my plan being a teacher, but when I became a teacher, my mission was really to be this messenger when it came to loving poetry and creative writing. So I wanted my students to discover the beauty of literature and creativity.
It has been Therese's promise to hone her talent and leave a good narrative, not just for her students or fans, but ultimately for herself. At present, Therese continues to pursue her love for music. She is a part of the top 12 finalists of Himig Handog, a national song competition, alongside with Daniel Padilla, Moira de la Torre, and other Filipino singers.
I'm actually part of Himig Handog with my boyfriend Davey Langit, and we wrote a song together. It's in Tagalog. It's entitled Simula ng Dulo. It's on Himig Handog, and kana siya, sir, we're really excited for everyone to hear that song.
With all the things that you do, with all the talents that you have, the other side of Therese Villarante, who is Therese Villarante?
I think I'm really just someone who is passionate about storytelling. I'm really passionate about reading and creative writing, but apart from that, I'm just passionate about also being a good story. I struggle with a lot of things. I struggle with my fear, I have anxiety, and I just really, every day, want to be better than I was before.
Therese Marie Villarante is a testament that one can truly go miles with dedication and lifelong passion for the arts.
Di ko biyaan kung mabalik pa ang panahon. Di na nako ni paabdon sa unang adlaw nga wala nakapirmi lang kong ingawon. Dambuhon na lang nga ugma-uyog ka. Dambuhon